Ousted President of Syria, Bashar Al-Assad has issued a first press statement since he fled to Moscow, the Russian capital, after the fall of Damascus, saying he never abandoned his fighters, that the opposition rebels closed in on him while he was inside Russian military base in Syria, and the leadership of Russian military ordered his evacuation as the Moscow army base came under heavy drones attack. According to Bashar al-Assad, he did not leave Syria on Sunday morning, that he was hiding in the Russian military base till evening when he was eventually evacuated. The deposed Syrian president has defended his role and denied planning his departure as armed opposition fighters closed in on Damascus earlier this month. A statement said to be written by al-Assad and released on the Syrian presidency's Telegram channel on Monday presented an account of how and why the former president fled Syria. First, my departure from Syria was neither planned nor did it occur during the final hours of the battles, as some have claimed. On the contrary, I remained in Damascus, carrying out my duties until the early hours of Sunday, December 8, 2024. The statement added that as rebel fighters, who al-Assad described as terrorist forces, entered the capital, he moved to a Russian base on the coastal city of Latakia to oversee combat operations. Adding, the Russian military base came under drone attacks from armed opposition fighters. With no viable means of leaving the base, Moscow requested that the base's command arrange an immediate evacuation to Russia on the evening of Sunday, the 8th of December. This took place a day after the fall of Damascus, following the collapse of the final military positions and the resulting paralysis of all remaining state institutions. We are yet to independently verify the statement posted on the Syria President Verified Telegram channel's account. Al-Assad has not made any media appearances since he was granted asylum with his family by President Vladimir Putin-led Russia. Groups led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, had launched a lightning offensive from the northwestern province of Idlib in November, taking city after city from government forces with little resistance. Reuters reported that the vault of Syria's central bank holds nearly 26 tons of gold, the same amount it had at the start of its bloody civil war in 2011. Even after the chaotic fall of Bashar al-Assad's despotic regime, the media cited 4 people familiar with the situation. But the country has only a small amount of foreign currency reserves in cash, the same people said. Syria's gold reserves stood at 25.8 tons in June 2011, according to the World Gold Council, which cites the Central Bank of Syria as its data source. That is worth $2.2 billion at current market prices, according to Reuters calculations, Reuters reported on Monday. Last Monday, rescuers from the Syrian White Helmets said they were searching for secret doors or basements in Sadnaya prison, looking for any detainees whom Ambrose Owuru, Hope Democratic Party, HDP presidential candidate in the previous general elections in Nigeria, a legal practitioner who was in 2013 arrested and prosecuted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, over 66 million naira land scam, has been fined 5 million naira by the Nigeria Apex Court, the Supreme Court of Justice, for filing frivolous charges against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, seeking the West Africa country president's removal from office. EFCC had on July 31, 2013 arrested barrister Ambrose Owuru over an allegation of obtaining the sum of 66 million naira from one Ikechukwu Eze under false pretense. The complainant alleged that sometimes in March 2011, he paid the sum of 60 million naira through Sky Bank, Olu Obasanjo Road Branch, Port Harcourt, to barrister Owuru for a property located at Anzamiro Street, Amade Flat, Port Harcourt. In the process of taking possession of the property, it was discovered that a portion had been sold to another person. At this point, barrister Owuru allegedly asked for another 6 million naira to settle the other buyer, one Chief Austin Omaya, which Eze allegedly obliged him. Since then, every attempt to take possession or develop the said property met with resistance. Upon receipt of the petition and commencement of investigation, the Commission invited the suspect severally, but he refused to honor the invitations, which culminated in his arrest, EFCC stated in its press release issued first week of August 2013. Also in August 2013, EFCC issued another press release, stating that a federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt has granted the former presidential candidate of the Hope Democratic Party, Chief Ambrose Owuru, bail in the sum of 10 million naira, and one surety who must be a lawyer of 30 years post-call experience. Justice Suleiman Aliyu also ordered that the surety must swear an affidavit of means while the accused undertake to be present in court throughout his trial. Owuru was arraigned on August 2, 2013 by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on a 5-count charge that borders on uttering, forgery and obtaining money by false pretense. He allegedly obtained the sum of 66 million naira from one Ikechukwu AZ through a phony land deal. One of the counts read, that you, Ambrose Owuru, on or about the 7th day of March 2011 at Port Harcourt, Rivers State, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, with intent to defraud, did obtain the sum of 60 million naira from Ikechukwu Eze on the pretense that you have sold to him 4 plots of land situated at plot 44A, Amadi Layout, Port Harcourt, a pretext which you knew to be false, and thereby committed an offense contrary to Section 1(1)(a) of the Advance Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offences Act, 2006, and punishable under Section 1(3) of the same Act. Another count reads, that you, Ambrose Owuru, on or about the 7th day of March 2011 at Port Harcourt, Rivers State, within the Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on all members of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to emulate the last Ghana presidential elections, with some Nigerians also calling on the president to ensure he allows the country electoral body, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to be free from being forced to corrupt the upcoming Nigeria 2027 presidential election. The ECOWAS bloc also gave its member countries, Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso, currently under military rule, a window of exit from the ECOWAS bloc in line with the request of the 3 countries which have been on a loggerhead with other member countries of the West Africa community since coup after coup in the region. The approval came after some days President Bola Tinubu told German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier that ECOWAS would handle the 3 countries' return to the group with wisdom. The approval of the country's exit was made public on Sunday by ECOWAS Commission President Dr. Omar Al-Toure at the end of the 66th Ordinary Summit of the Authority of Heads of State and Government and ECOWAS Commission. Toure said the 3 countries will formally cease to be members of ECOWAS on January 29, 2025, in accordance with Article 91 of the revised ECOWAS Treaty. Following their notifications to withdraw, the regional bloc outlined a transitional period from January 29 to July 29, 2025, keeping its doors open for the countries to reconsider their decision. Acknowledging the diplomatic efforts led by Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, Togo's President, Foreign Assembly, and ECOWAS Chairman Bola Tinubu, the bloc emphasized its commitment to fostering dialogue. Toure said the authority had extended the mandates of Nasingbe and failed to continue mediation efforts throughout the transition period. He said ECOWAS, during the transitional phase, would focus on preparing for the separation. ECOWAS also tasked its Commission President with initiating withdrawal formalities after January 29, 2025, and developing a contingency plan to address political and economic relations with the departing nations. Additionally, the ECOWAS Council of Ministers would convene an extraordinary session in mid-2025 to finalize separation modalities and the contingency plan. Toure stated, the part of the communique I'll be reading relates to the decision of the Republic of Mali, the Republic of Niger and Burkina Faso, to withdraw from ECOWAS. After deliberations, Their Excellencies, members of the Authority of ECOWAS, Heads of State and Government, commend the exemplary diplomatic engagement of His Excellency, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, President of the Republic of Senegal, and His Excellency Foreign Assembly, President of the Togo Republic, and the diplomatic efforts of the Chairman of Authority, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and other individual member states towards these three countries. The authority takes note of the notification by Burkina Faso, Republic of Mali and the Republic of Niger of their decision to withdraw from ECOWAS. The authority acknowledges that in
bringing you the news in a more digital way.